Hi all, Keita Mary here, checking out Moonsigil Atlas. This game is coming out May 28th, 2026. There's a demo. I'm not sure how long that's going to be available, so be sure to check it out if you're interested. And yeah, we're going to start a new run, going in kind of blind. I did play this game actually on the Steam Deck a long time ago, the demo. And this game is perfect for the Steam Deck. It's perfect for any sort of portable gaming device that plays Steam games. So we're going to pick a character here. Feldrin, the Lost Chronicle. We can only pick Feldrin, so let's go ahead and pick Feldrin. Begin, run. Yeah. Such gorgeous visuals in this one. Greetings, fair one. I am the Shackled. No longer dormant are the three astral titans, primordial beings with an unceasing hunger for life, stars, and any other glimmer of light in the endless void. Dispatch these traitors, return to me, and I will reward you generously. You may use my atlas to navigate the stars. Let's go. We're going into combat. Roguelike deck builder times. So, Celestial Scorpion. Draw pile. Every turn you draw 5 cards from your draw pile, discard pile. When you play a card, it goes into your discard pile. You also discard any unplayed cards at the end of the turn. Playing cards. To play a card, drag it from your hand onto the moon. The entire shape must fit. Defeat enemies by playing cards that deal damage. You can advance when all enemies are defeated. So we have bolt cards that are going to deal 4 damage, and we have a Starfall, which is going to deal 4 times 2 damage. But we're kind of following the tutorial of sorts, this little mini tutorial first. And yeah, it's as simple as placing the pieces right down and around. But Starfall is a thing. We can rotate it. And is there a way I can rotate it where I'll have some space left? Check it out. This is probably the best way to rotate it, I think. There's a lot of grabbing and fitting. So, bolts. There. We used up every bit of space. Does kind of have a little bit of a backpack-like feel. So some of this is lit up right here. Blocking damage. This enemy is attacking. Protect the moon by playing cards with shield runes. Using runes. Runes only affect enemies in the same region. To block this enemy, the tile with the shield rune must be within the glowing region the enemy is attacking. So we can use a word here. 4, 4, 4, 4. I guess right there. Uh-oh. I already know I made mistakes. Wait, no. We could put that right here. Select a sigil to remove from your board. Remove a sigil from the board. Freeze space without doing any effects. You know what? I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try this again. Right there. Another word. Okay, there. I'm glad that I was able to undo that, because now I can make a few little changes. Looks like Pac-Man. Pac-Man eating that one right there. So, end turn. Enemy turn starts. Shuffling. When your draw pile runs out of cards, your discard pile is shuffled back into it. So we have Starfall. We can do some good old damage. Right there. They have 4 HP remaining. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. Okay. We don't really have to do that one. We can actually ward some more, I think. Right there. And ward again. It's very simple with the mouse and keyboard doing all this. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. We'll remove... I am still confused about the whole removing thing. Oh wait, I think I understand a little better now. See, if there was space to put this one down in there, that would be good. There isn't space for that, but I'll just put that there. But I'll remember that in the future, that removing pieces can be really helpful depending on the types of shapes that you have remaining. So we can do bolts and we're done. New card. We can choose a new card to add permanently to the deck. Handful of gravel. Add 3 copies of gravel to your hand. They inherit the sigil's focus if there's any. It deals 2 damage. What's nice about this is that it doesn't take up too much space. Just has like 2 little ones. Deal 7 damage to all enemies. Echoing blast. Let's go. And I can choose between combat, card removal, or card pack. Permanently add a card to your deck from a chosen card pack. Now, if I take this path instead, the combat path, I'll be able to get a card upgrade, bolster, or attack rune. You know, I think I might just go straight into the next combat sequence. The Crystalline Expanse, Night 2. Echoing Blast. We can immediately start using the new one that we collected. Persist. Sigils with persist remain on the board for multiple turns. They often have effects that occur every turn. Sigils normally expire after 1 turn, so a sigil with 1 stack of persist will last a total of 2 turns. That is good news. Thank you, game. So I'm going to go ahead and see what's there. Yeah, Rune Guard Fledgling already has at 24 out of 32. Now they're going to attack me, it looks like, with quite a bit. So let's do some backpack runing and bolts. Ooh, I want to use bolt. I can't use bolt. I wish I could redo that. But it's... Wait, I can use bolts right there when we put that upside down like that. I can't use this last bolt, but it's alright. Enemy turn. Oh, wow. What did they do? So, we're going to use bolt right here. We're going to do some warding. Now, it looks like we're going to have the slightest amount of trouble warding. Not too much trouble, actually, because we were able to do this fully blocked and turn. Yeah. Starfall. I don't think I have enough room for Starfall, do I? Ah, this one takes up a lot of space. No wonder there's this dissipate stuff. Yeah, see, I can do this, and now I can put in Starfall. Yay! And we're done. We have a new card now. Discovery. Add 2 copies of Seek to your hand. Draw 2 cards with Seek. Stony Vault. Add a couple of gravel. Add a copy of gravel, which is... Maybe 2. Intensify. Deal 5 damage to all enemies. I'm going to go with Stony Vault because I could already see several areas where just having one little extra bit of space would have been beneficial. So Sigil Foraging, attack rune, add an attack rune to one of your cards. If I can add it to the little ones, that would be cool. Harvest the Light, add an attack rune to one of your cards. Rays of light illuminate the sky, echoes of a power long past. So I'm going to add an attack rune to... Actually, you know, I kind of want to add it to something else potentially. But no, I already said I was going to do that Stony Vault, so there we go. Now, where are we going? We're going up here to do even more combat. Void Ravager. Starweaver. Multiple attacks. When an enemy attacks multiple times, your shield applies to each attack individually. So, I'm being attacked from all kinds of sides. For instance, if an enemy attacks 3 times for 7 damage each, you can fully block the attack with 7 shield. This is a lot of shielding that we might potentially need. Now over here, the shield region, and we don't have to worry about this one, they're just doing a buff, so let's worry about putting our wards in places like that. Yeah. We can actually put another ward right here. It's a perfect fit. And we can start the whole bolt process. Oh, I can pick the enemy that I want to target. I think I'm going to target that one. And I'm going to... I wish I had another bolt. Target this one again. Just finish off the Starweaver. That sounds like a good idea. This Dissipate... maybe I should have put my attack on that one because I could have played it and it would have done a little bit of damage. So, Starfall. Apply 4 to this. Okay, 10? Whoa, only 2 left. So, Stony Vault. Yeah, that was cool. I'm going to do that, and then bolt again, that, and then ward. So we don't have too much in way of protection against this one, unfortunately, but we already placed down our pieces. Whoa. Sigils with ghosts can have other sigils placed on top of them. Any covered tiles are removed from the board. Watch out! Some hostile ghost sigils may have negative effects when you overlap them with one of your sigils. Yeah, this one right here, there's like a red spot. It's very concerning. But let me just focus on trying to take care of this Starweaver. And webbed. And webbed. Did I get that because of stuff? Whoa. We have a space for an echoing blast right there. But I'm going to focus on bolt, I guess. Bolt and bolt again, please. Okay, we got another end webbed, which I'm not sure if this is going to, like, if these would get in the way of other things. So I'm gonna just use them right now. Gravel. Gravel. Yeah. We have another end webbed. There. We used it all. I wish I could have used the other ones, but we had to get rid of those end webbeds. 37 of 39 HP remaining, and I have 38 of 55 health. I hope that there's some ways for me to take care of my health. So, Stony Vault is still here, which is good. And they will be attacking this entire region, is what I'm guessing. And going to see about wards then. About like that. And another ward. There we go. And bolts. Yeah. My bolt doesn't do a ton of damage. Still nice to have though. And I even have room for Starfall. Starfall does a nice amount of damage. Let's enter. It feels satisfying to mainly fill up this this area. So word. We'll do that. We'll do gravel. We'll do Starfall. We'll do bolt. We'll do ward. And that's what we have. Oh, actually we could have just kept attacking if it was possible to keep attacking. About this one again. We're kind of doing the same types of stuff over and over again, but I'd say that this is a very satisfying game. Despite that, it's just there's a lot that's very comfy about this one. Kind of simple and easy to get into as well. Ah, did it. So Echoing Blast, 7 damage. I forget about this one sometimes. I think I could have used this one and I didn't. Bulwark. Temporarily become entirely shield rune. Focus Strike. You know, I'll go ahead and do Focus Strike. Now, let's take a look at this upper section. Let's see how far that goes. It goes all the way there, and we're already down here. We're about 1/3 through, but we only have 23 HP remaining, unfortunately. Sigil Forging removal. Remove a tile from one of your cards. Oh, this one. I like this part. Rays of light illuminate the sky. Echoes of a power long past harvest the light. I can remove a part, and I like that. I like it. I like it. It's just a matter of like what part do we remove, right? The bolts. The bolts. You know what? I might remove that part. So it's like this now. So that means I'm going to have more and more space for things. Yay. Oh, we have 3 options. Card removal, Forbidden Artifact, or Attack Rune. I'm going to go for the Forbidden Artifact. That sounds intriguing. Our paths cross again, Frail One. Use this gift to destroy those who oppose us. The dunes. Find your way to the dunes is a achievement I just received. Again, this art is really nice. Accept the gift. Acquire an artifact. So, Frozen Timepiece. Whenever you play 2 or less cards in a turn, infuse all cards in your hand with Resonate 1. And there's a Crimson Phial, gain 15 max health, or a Moonlight Globe. Each non-boss combat reward will now have 1 upgraded card. I'm going to go with the Crimson Phial. There we go. We have 38 of 70. And we're going to get Sigil Forging and Shield Rune. Rays of light illuminate the sky. Harvest the light. Permanently add a Shield Rune to a card in your deck. How about... Dissipate? Maybe not that one. How about Stony Vault? Oh, so we will remove an attack from a card if we do it like that. I mean, ward, right? Oh, okay. So this makes this ward even wardier. This ward is now even wardier. I'm going to go ahead and jump into combat. Such a fast-paced game. Twisted Archivist. Blueprint Sigils. You can use Blueprint Sigils to plan out your turn before you've placed anything. To place a Blueprint Sigil, use right-click instead of left-click. You can also pick up a blueprint later with right-click, place it with left-click, or dismiss all blueprints with C. I'm using mouse and keyboard, so that's good to know. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the ward. This one, for bolt. I'm going to do bolt again. To decide where I'm going to put it. Right here is okay. Stony Vault. There. And finally, Starfall. We're doing a lot of damage. They blocked pretty nicely, though. Unfortunately, I don't have much in way of shield in that one, but maybe I've put too much into attack stuff. I'm going to do bolts. Echoing Blast. Ward. It's going to go here. Focus Strike. Bada. Bada. Oh, this one has nowhere to go. Enter. See, I could have thought out that turn more, so I could have used all the cards, potentially. Maybe. Ward. Okay, we definitely need ward. Gonna see here. Select a card to discard. I don't want to discard any of my cards. Choose bolt. Ward again? I don't want to do that. But the game is forcing me. It said I must, and I chose the wrong one to discard on top of that. I'd enter. But Twisted Archivist only has 12 HP remaining. So we're still doing okay. Being very careful when you place things, it really counts for a lot. Let's do this. Ah! Core limbs first. Activate the hourglass turn start effects of all non-hostile sigils in play. Stony Vault, Fortify, 4 shield. You know, I might do this one. It draws 2 cards. Looks good. So look how close we are to the end of this first region. Quietus Armillary. Shackle. Shackle? Shackle. Interesting. What is that about? Well, it has shackle in it. What could I place down? Echoing Blast. You know, Echoing Blast. Fortify. Oh, that one, it added some new ones, but there's not a lot for me to do. So can I do anything? I think I can't do anything. That one that lets me remove a piece, that would have been a good idea. Oh, check it out. We have more space now to work with. How about... Actually, ward sounds... Wait, no, we don't need ward because they are buffing. We need to do damage. There we go. Yeah. Could really put a piece there, but... I mean, would like to put a piece there. Can't do it. Dissipate. Oh, dissipate, huh? Bolt. Oh, can't do any others. We have more and more space to work with. Word. Oh, because I have my piece already in there. I get it. Bop. And bolts. Yeah. And Stony Vaults. Stony Vault here. Can't do any other pieces. 34 of 63. They have more health than I do, but I'd say it's going okay-ish. Starfall. Dissipate. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. Yeah, wait a sec. I can remove a non-hostile sigil. And I can put another one. There we go. Yeah, Dissipate is definitely one worth using. 9 HP and they have 16. Echoing Blast? What? And when it persists, Focus Strike. And we did it with 9 HP remaining. Oh my goodness. Unstable Glyph. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Recall. Move a card from your discard pile to your hand. Discovery. Add 2 copies of Seek to your hand. How about Discovery? Astral Gem recovered. A long lost jewel from the Crown of Creation. Rippling with power. Claim. Astral Gem. Acquired an Astral Gem. Just received that achievement. So heal. We can heal 25 health. Thank goodness. We got really lucky there. Repair. The stars seem to be at rest. We have 34 HP out of 70. We are going to the Astral Titan. This is the first boss. 185 HP. I don't know what is gonna happen, game. I don't know. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do another word. Wait, no. What are they doing? Mooncast. They're planning to do something to the moon. They're planning to do... I'm not gonna let that happen. I am using my word. I don't know what they're gonna do. That's so cryptic, too. It's like they're gonna do something to the moon. What does that mean? They're gonna do something to the moon. How dare they? Focus Strike. Bolts. Look at that. I used up everything. Oh. A beautiful display, if you will. End turn. Moon of Ire, Moon of Wrath. These are not moods. These are not moods. They're pretending to be moods. They're not moods. So I'm gonna go to Fortify. I guess I'll Fortify from whatever that is. Bolts. Bolt Plus. Do Bolt Plus. Who am I targeting? I feel like I ought to target the Mooncaller Titan, but I'm gonna go with the Moon of Ire. Oh, my damage levels are not the greatest in the world. Okay, he's doing an attack soon, so let me... Echoing Blast. Gonna bop it, I think. Gosh darn it, I don't know what to do. Gravel. Moon of Ire. Yeah. Bolts. I really hope these don't regenerate. 30 damage to the boss when it dies. Okay. That's nice. That is good to hear. Makes this seem somewhat more hopeful, but this is quite a fight. This is what I'm used to in roguelike deck builders. Just like not having too much hope for the first go around of things. What did they do? Look at all the evil stuff they have placed down to try to impede me. I'm going to do Focus Strike actually. Bop. Bop. I'm gonna do Gravel. Bop. Discovery. Seek. Draw 2 cards. Oh. Starfall. Bop. Yeah. They have been defeated and they did some damage. Enemy moon defeated. You can unplay your sigils on this moon's tiles. A moon's heart has been added to your hand. Yeah. I have a moon's heart. Yay. And I have a Seek. And I have no room to place anything else. We have to end turn. We have 23 HP. Please be gentle. Be gentle, game. Look at all those jerks that went to cover up my area. So, Moon of Wrath, we have to figure out that one, but... This music is so intense, you know? Gravel. Good to have these smaller pieces. I knew they would be helpful, and they are helpful. I wasn't able to use that one. Is that a word? I think I have, what, 4 shields? 14 plus 14. This is not good. 7 of 70 HP. This has to be good luck. Restless stars lose her on defeat. Without a guardian something. Feldrin the Lost Chronicler Mastery 1. Additional content unlocked. Corlim's Blessing. Exhaust this card. Outlast. Wait, okay. All turn start effects of non-hostile sigils occur in extra time. Outlast. Deal 0 damage to all enemies. Increased by 3 for each sigil with a turn start effect and play. This takes up some space though. So these are new things that we're going to see in the next playthrough. We were defeated. Took 22 minutes to get to this point. And additional content unlocked. Flurry. Deal 2 times 6 damage. Mastery level 2 out of 10. Wow. 2 out of 10 mastery level, 22 minutes in. Without a guardian, the cosmos will slowly sink into an everlasting darkness. Sigil Rite unlocked. Aladara, the Shard Keeper. So, I should play as Aladara next, I think. Aladara. So, new character unlocked. Aladara, the Shard Keeper. Let's begin a run as her. I like Feldrin, but I want to try everybody. Let's try a little bit of everybody. So, second run. Profane one. I restore you to right the ancient wrongs caused by your twisted works. Defeat the Titans, and I will forgive you in the Shardkeeper's stead. Okay. I'm going to do combat, and that's me right there. We have 2 enemies this time. Do some warding, I guess. Like that. And actually I should have done the wording here against that. Now I have a shield of 4. They're going to attack for 5. We can do this again. There we go. And bolts. can attack that one. Fragile. Sigils with fragile are removed when the board is completely filled. Use your space efficiently to get the most out of fragile cards. End turn. Yay! Didn't take any damage. So, shatter. Spread this sigil 7 damage to all enemies. Oh, that sounds really good. I think I'll put that there. Ah! Bolts. We're just trying to do a lot of damage right now. Bolt again. Oh. Oh. 7 damage right there. No ward. Yeah, thinking a lot while playing. It's good to think. Select a card to be moved to your hand. Oh, nice. Shatter. Shatter is here. Yay! Bolts. We are almost done with this fight. Yep, there we go. Imbue. Infuse all your cards that have an attack rune with focus 2. Focus 2. All damage dealt by this card is increased by X. Go ahead and imbue. It's kind of an interesting shaped card. Card upgrade, bolster, card pack, combat. We could go for maybe the middle one, card pack. Curious about that. The stars above are moving of their own accord, forming patterns flickering in the darkness. Observe the patterns. Open a card pack. Fragile, exhaust. How about random? Choose a card to permanently add to your deck. Void Breach. When you exhaust a card, this sigil gains focus 1. Glass Accumulator. Infuse, deal 9 damage. You know what? Let's do that one. Even though it's a big, kind of unwieldy, maybe we can remove some pieces from it. And also, I think it's just worth it. 4 shield. I mean, we don't really need shield, I guess. Let's do some good old damage. Bolt again. Ward. And I'm still gonna use these, I guess, and turn. Really is a luck of the draw what kind of cards we happen to get at what time. Glass Accumulator. Do that. Imbue. Do that. Ward is now Super Ward. Fully blocked, yay! Fully blocked? Kinda startled at that. There we go. And we have space for everything. We just have that little mouth in the center there. Yay! So, bolts. Bolts. Shatter. Oh. 5 ward. And turn. Oh, they're gonna try to do it, but I win! Yay! They were gonna do something pretty serious there. Spread a sigil on your board, then activate its rune effects and board filled effects. Daggers of Rukos. Infuse a card in your hand with 2 attack runes. Grim Chorus. Deal 9 damage. Grim Chorus. Sigil forming removal. Gonna harvest the light. Permanently remove a tile from a card. I'm gonna go with the pointy one, I guess. Wait, maybe not. I wish there was a more... Oh wait, no. I was gonna say I wish there was a more easy sort of undo, but I think that is good enough. All we have to do is remove 1 more tile, and it's just a simple triangle, and it's fairly powerful at that, so that's nice. Combat. 46 of 53 HP. We're doing okay, considering how far along we are. We can try to get a shield going here. Glass Accumulator. Grim Chorus thing. And that one. And I don't think we can shatter it all, so it's all good. Oh no. They were able to do some damage because of that. Ward. Let's do ward. 4 shield. 4 shield. Ward again. Can do a little bolt. can't do too much bolt. We can only block against 8 out of the 9 damage. So, imbue. How about imbue? We'll imbue first. Oh, I'll do glass accumulator though. There we go. Bolt. I want to do bolt, please. Bolt. But now I can't use the words, and I'm going to take 9 damage. That's not good. Ah. 5 shields. Grim Chorus. Bolt, bolt, bolt. 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 End turn. 5 shield. 9 damage. Took 4 damage. So... Shatter? Shatter. Why can't I do ward? Oh my gosh. So what do I... Oh. Uh-oh, 14. This is the this is tough. 14 damage. Now I have 13 HP. Oh gosh. But it's over. Bolts. We did it. Unearth. Move a card from your exhaust pile to your hand. Exhaust this card. Draw a card. Temporarily gains bolster 3. Shield runes on this card reduce enemy attacks by additional damage. Epiphany. We'll do that one. I feel like I don't have enough space on my board, which is probably a common way to feel. Elite Combat? I don't think so. How about Forbidden Card Pack? Permanently add a forbidden card to your deck. This one is new. I like permanently. It's like that. This game is mainly a roguelike, but it has some roguelite-like features. You have done well to come this far, Frail One. Your name will not be forgotten. Accept the gift. Choose a forbidden card to add to your deck. Sigil Right Skill. Deal 0 damage, increased by 1 for each card in your draw pile, discard pile, or hand. Whoa. I kind of like this one. I also like Reiterate for its ability to draw, but I'm going to go with this because it just seems unique. The first one I was thinking of. Combat! We're on Night 7, the Crystalline Expanse. This is a boss that we're facing right now. So they're going to do 6 damage. They're going to do 5 damage. We can put... What can we do? We can put that there, so we have a shield of 4 against that 5 damage. Any other shields that I have going on here? Gonna have 4 fully blocked. Nice, I like that. Shatter. Shatter against all? I like that too. Gonna do this. Shatter! Oh, good, good. Now, drawing a card. Bolts. I think I'll just do bolts. On the Celestial Scorpion. Enemy is planning something. So they did 1 damage. They did 0 damage. The thing that causes them to, I want to say, to not be able to attack, that's pretty interesting. So, ward. Definitely put a ward 1 here. That has 4 ward again. Now fully blocked. Yay! Fully blocked. Imbue. About... I think if I use this, I won't be able to use other things. And technically, I should be able to use a lot here. Yeah, Imbue would have ruined that. Would have made it impossible. We wouldn't have been able to kill that one. And yeah, they are working on their attack, which is a little bit scary. Deal 9 damage. Yay! What just happened? Oh, the board has to be filled for us to deal 9 damage. We have focused 5. Oh. 13 damage right here, though. 13 damage. Yay! And bolts. And ward. I don't think that actually did anything. We had to put the ward on the other side. Oh no! 2 HP remaining. They have 35. This is crazy. Ward 4. I like that I can see, if you look over at the shield when I'm trying to place things, you can see that +4. And then you'll be able to see it here, 8. And I don't think I can do any better than what I just did. Draw a card. I had a better deck at the beginning of the last playthrough, I think. Maybe because it's an easier deck versus this one is more advanced by comparison. Yeah. And the moon was defeated so early. 11 minutes and 17 seconds. But we do have some additional content. Deem worthy. Infuse a card in your hand with 8 runes. Potential. This card has no effect. What is the deal with that card? Only 11 minutes to this one. Mastery level. I like that we have this mastery level, that we have some kind of roguelite elements like that. Sigil right unlocked. Tarkthal. The stars ablaze. We can choose, right? Probably to play as Tarkthal right now. So the different characters. We have 1, 2, 3, and there must be more. There must be more as well. But yeah, this was my first look at Moonsigil Atlas. A little bit more challenging than I recall from the demo, but maybe it's because I'm doing commentary, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's been a little while since I did commentary too, so maybe it's a little distractible. But this game, it's very, very good. I like the sort of backpack battles like feel, I want to say, of the puzzles, of like the puzzle of trying to figure out how many pieces that you can fit on your board and how to fit them all, and how easy it is to make mistakes and having to think about sort of the outer rim and what enemies are on which sides and all that, which enemies are on which sides, and the different shields on different areas. It's just really something fresh and innovative that they've come up with here, and also feels a bit like a game that could exist, like a board game. Yeah, and also I can confirm that it controls very, very well with the Steam Deck because of my experience trying that, and they also mentioned that they have official Steam Deck support as well, so it's going to be good to try. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. Check out this game if you're interested. Add it to your wish list if you're interested. It is launching very, very soon, and I'll see you later. Bye.